Hey guys, good morning. Welcome back, Berner Brother Antiques. It's coffee talk time. Extravaganza. Let's talk about it. So welcome back. Yeah, we're going to get into talking about Springfield Extravaganza. Because that's like the mega of antiquing in the country. The Springfield Extravaganza.
It's the biggie.
It's the big one. It's the big one.
May 16th through the 18th, and then of course there's always the early bird and all that stuff. But man, it really livens up around the heart for the whole week prior and the week after. So
well, that's what I'm saying. That's why I wanted to talk about it. Is actually this coming week, this May 1st week, our dealers start prepping for it. We get our grounds ready, so we get our flower bed, all the flower stuff all comes out. The spring stuff, and then our dealers just start bringing in new inventory, new stock. It gets a lot of crazy very fast the next 3 weeks.
Well, what's kind of neat about it too, Jacob, is you're talking about, okay, so you got the largest antique mall in the country, and this is one of the largest antique shows in the country. So I mean, you get all that in one.
So let's explain what Extravaganza is for our viewers that don't understand what we're talking about. Springfield Extravaganza is a show that's held twice a year in Springfield, Ohio. They have approximately 2,500 dealers, vendors that come and set up to retail their merchandise. And then there's thousands, 20, 30, 40,000 people that come to Springfield and shop that week. Some come for a couple hours, some come for a few days, some come for a week. But it is one of the most profound weeks in our industry. So awesome. You've got the Springfield Show, Antique Show and Flea Market that have the big Extravaganza show. The Heart of Ohio Antique Center, and we have our own, 1 mile under roof with 122,000 square foot of vendors set up, and they all restock like crazy this week. Plus, we've got the other antique center up the street,
Springfield Antique Mall.
Springfield Antique Center or Springfield Antique Mall, and they have a few hundred dealers there. So you're talking about bringing in between 3,000 and 4,000 vendors to a small area that's within 5 miles of each other to shop. So you get all of that inventory, all of that merchandise, all that excitement around one event, and that's the week that Josh just showed, with the 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th week, really the whole week.
It's pretty much the whole week.
Yeah, so it's going to be exciting.
And what's exciting about it too is there's a lot of neat stuff that's brought in. I mean, you talk about trending stuff that's in and out. There's a lot of neat stuff that's brought in by people and dealers and stuff maybe you haven't seen in a while. And we were talking about that last week. I hadn't seen the nice cane boxes in a little bit, and then I've seen 3 of them.
Yeah, those cane cabinets. It's kind of interesting how they come in groups. And like we haven't had one for years, and then boom, 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 3 in a row.
And then they could be gone and not see them again for a while. I mean, that's because sometimes things are hard to find. The good ones.
Yeah, that's for sure. Well, Springfield Extravaganza, there's usually dealers from every state, or vendors, shoppers, dealers, somewhere from all over the country. International buyers come in. At one point, when we used to set up there, we would actually bring in shipments from Europe and go straight to the Extravaganza with it. I've known people that have came from Holland and different places to set up. I've also known people that have came over to buy. So it's an event. It is absolutely an event. If you want to find out more about the Extravaganza part from the Springfield Antique Show and Flea Market, just on Facebook, YouTube, everywhere, you can find them. Go on there. If you're interested in booking a spot, go grab it. If you're interested in coming and you go to the Springfield Extravaganza, you have to come by America's largest antique center, America's biggest and best. It is crazy. So we invite you out for that.
Yeah, you're only a mile down the road.
You're
already there.
Basically. You're already there. You got to come see us. You got to come see us. And we'll be there all week. That's just one of my most exciting weeks. I just love being there, because it is so many people.
What's an atmosphere? I mean, it's kind of when you think about atmospheres and you think about what's some really cool atmospheres you can think of right off the top of your head. Well, in the fall, you immediately think about Friday night football, atmosphere, homecomings, all that. This is the kind of the Friday night atmosphere homecoming of antiques.
I would consider this one prom, Jimmy.
This is biggie. This is prom.
Or if this is homecoming, the fall one's prom. One or the other.
Right.
I don't know.
But it's a cool atmosphere. I mean, it's a build. Everyone all that week is excited, and it's kind of a neat thing.
It's really fun.
It really is.
Yeah,
it gets you moving around.
I'll tell you how big it is. Having the Airbnb, we've had so many people that have tried to get into our Airbnb, and it's like, oh, we're booked. We're booked. We've been booked, but it booked out immediately after last Extravaganza. It booked out for the next Extravaganza.
As soon as you allowed it online, it's instantly booked.
Yep.
Yeah,
every time.
Yeah, it's a lot of people have to stay 20, 30, 45 miles away in order to travel to Extravaganza.
A lot of people stay in the Columbus area or the Dayton area in order to come in to the Extravaganza in Springfield. So,
but that's kind of a neat thing when you talk about that alone. People are willing to stay 20, 30 miles away to come to an event. There's still that kind of a following into antiques and into the shows. And it's awesome to see that.
It is.
I mean,
so if you're flying in too, our closest airports to Springfield Extravaganza, Dayton and Columbus are almost equally apart. Columbus is a little bit farther away, but it's a lot easier to get into as far as more flights available. But Dayton's pretty close. Either one.
And both of them are massive airports.
Yeah.
You won't have any problem getting in and out.
They're huge.
They're big airports for sure.
But yeah, it's gonna be a blast. We got a lot happening that week. As far as the antique center goes, the Heart of Ohio, we are asking our dealers to like beef up inventory, get their booths restocked. Anything you've had in there that's been there forever, either reprice it or bring something else in. It is going to be different. Matter of fact, if you were here last September, I talked to Kate about this last week or 2 weeks ago. If you were here last September and you went to the Extravaganza, and you came to the Heart of Ohio Antique Center, when you come back in the Heart of Ohio Antique Center, you are going to notice a different atmosphere. We have worked extremely hard on bringing some rare, unique merchandise you're not going to find anywhere else. Matter of fact, I challenge you this: go out to the Springfield Extravaganza, walk around the fairgrounds, walk around the show, and then come to the Heart of Ohio, and you're going to see the quality at the Heart of Ohio is the same.
It's great.
We're not going to lose anything. You're going to find incredible quality. Matter of fact, I would say we're going to have some pieces that you won't find at Springfield.
You're going to have some pieces that people aren't going to take the chance of setting up necessarily.
Right.
At a show.
Yeah, for sure. So we're excited about it. We're really. I mean, it's go time. It's the best week of the year for us.
Well, when you do this business, that's what this is kind of like, this is what you look forward to. Yeah. I mean, all year, like this is the big game.
And something else that a lot of people do, because all the restock starts this coming week, we have a lot of vendors that actually know that, and they'll come early. They'll come 2 or 3 times before Extravaganza, especially if you're within a few hours away, and shop them all, because every day the inventory just changes. It's going to change rapid, and there's probably 100,000 antiques going to show up at our mall in the next 3 weeks. I mean, it's going to be a tremendous volume of merchandise that comes in there.
Yeah, I said, heck, we'll have to find some places to put sold bins.
We will. That's a good problem to have.
That's a good problem, yeah, for sure.
So Extravaganza week coming up. That's exciting. So Jimmy, you want to talk about anything else exciting?
Yeah, I found out I'm going to be a new papa again. My daughter.
Cheers to Jimmy.
My daughter's pregnant, and she's. We found out what we're having too. She's having a little boy.
That's great.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Jimmy's going to have a grandson coming up.
Coming right up. November.
8 months? In November.
Yeah. It's good stuff, man. We're excited for him and happy, and it's awesome. Good stuff.
You know what's exciting is that how many grandkids you got?
2.
So Jason's got how many coming?
He's got 3.
He's got 3 coming. You've got 1 coming. 3. You have 3. I've got 2.
And
grandkids.
Yep.
I'm still at the goose egg.
Josh has got nothing yet.
Well, and I'm pretty sure he's happy with that too. His kids are
they're a little younger than ours.
Well, since there's 8 years difference between Josh and I mean, he had his kids a little later.
but you never know. I mean, who knows? It'll be fun. We're so
someone also asked that too again, and maybe some new viewers or something. They ask, well, what's your guys' ages? How are you stacked up?
Yeah,
even with Jason included.
Yeah. Tell us how that works, Jimmy.
But it's Jimmy, Jason, Jacob, and Josh.
Yep.
That's
oldest to youngest.
We're
even sitting that way.
We're sitting that way, except Jason would be here.
Yeah.
So Jason would be right here.
What's really cool is Mama and Papa are. How many great grandkids is that going to be for Mom and Dad? 8 coming up.
Yeah. Well, think about that. So they have
because they had on Easter they had a shirt made that said 7, right?
I don't know.
And then you just found out another grandkid, so that's actually 8 now.
It'd be 8. Yeah,
that's 8. That's pretty cool.
Well, then they have 14 grandkids.
Oh, you gonna make us count them all out here?
I don't know.
A lot. It's growing quickly.
So they have around 21 grandkids, great grandkids now. It's all pretty to be awesome.
That's funny.
That's a lot.
I have a hard time remembering our anniversary. You and me, grandkids.
I don't want you to count them. I'll mess it up.
In trouble.
I'd be in deep trouble.
Yeah. So yeah, guys, if you were if you don't know about Extravaganza, look into it. Okay, you're gonna find videos out there. You're gonna find trips, road trips from people on YouTube and different places. You're gonna see advertisements all over everything coming up over the next few weeks. And if you are going to Extrav, you got to stop by the Heart of Ohio Antique Center. We personally invite you out to come see us. We'll be there most of the time.
Yeah.
I've got an auction on Thursday that week, but other than that, I'll be in and out of the mall. You guys will pretty much be there all week.
Yeah, well, that's actually a fun time to be there too, because you get to meet a lot of people.
Yeah.
You get to see people, and then people. If you're coming and you want to introduce yourself to people and actually intermingle and meet people, it's a great time to come.
Yeah.
Because usually people will be there. I mean, it's awesome.
Don't forget also, we have our YouTube channel and our Whatnot channels both running a lot right now. We're continuing the daily YouTube uploads, but Whatnot, we are selling a lot of volume on Whatnot right now. So if you want to follow us on Whatnot, Berner Brother Antiques, I get that question a lot. Where's all this stuff going you're selling at? So we sell 3 different ways. We have our Whatnot channel, which we're having a show. I'll show one tonight. Wow. We got one tomorrow at 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
The swing base is tomorrow at 1 o'clock.
Yeah, this
Wednesdays.
This bud's for you.
Wednesday at 1 o'clock we'll have the Christmas again.
Okay.
Friday bulk jewelry. And then in the evenings, tonight and tomorrow evening, and possibly Wednesday evening, we'll be selling jewelry. I was going to do one last night, but we had all the excitement with finding out the announcement and everything else happening. And then the kids came over, so we actually canceled our show last night. But it's a pretty fun atmosphere. It's a live show, so if you're not familiar with what we're talking about, it's kind of like this right here, only we're live. And we're selling, and you can participate. We just say, hey, we're starting an item. It starts at $1, and boom, it goes to the highest bidder. Usually 5 to 15 second range is how long it takes to sell it. And
it's fun how interactive it is.
Yeah, very interactive.
To it and check
you
it
can
out.
comment and watch as we're going, and you can make comments. It's pretty good atmosphere. So also the berners.com website, BERNERS.com. That is our weekly auction. We sell between. Right now we're shooting for 800 a week. We were at 1,000. We've cut that back to about 800 because we're selling so much on Whatnot and just trying to navigate everything. So right now we're sitting at 800. And then the Heart of Ohio Antique Center, literally, you can come and see 1 million items for sale any given day.
Yeah.
So
that's a lot of items for sale.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
I would hate to say I have to log all those for one sale. Could you imagine that?
No. No. Can't do that. Can't imagine that. But that's a lot of stuff coming up. Anything else going on, Josh? What else we got?
Pretty much covered it.
Planting season.
Oh yeah.
What are you getting ready to do today?
So we're gonna take the risk and plant a little early. So we'll see how it goes. The Farmer's Almanac, they moved up the frost date for our area, our region. So we're actually gonna plant. We're gonna see how it goes. And planting early though, sometimes it pays off. Sometimes you got to go in and replant some spots. So we'll see.
But when you plant early, you get early flowers.
That's right. Flowers.
So
if somebody, your Airbnb, talk about that just for a second. How do they find it? And then what happens there with the flower farm?
Well, go onto Airbnb and look up the Copper Top House. With the flower farm, we actually don't open up the flower farm per se, the U-pick part, until the first day of July. So July 1 runs out, and then we keep it open until the flowers run out. So it's a good atmosphere. A lot of it's honor system. You can come whenever. Emily keeps stuff out on the porch, and
she has vases there where you just grab a vase, cut your flowers, fill it up, and drop your cash in the bucket.
And she's always got different vendors that'll come in. Maybe on a Saturday, she'll have a clothing vendor that'll come in and set up. They'll set up on a trailer, and they have really a good time. Food vendors every once in a while will come in, but she'll usually post those things as well. So if you follow her, she's on Copper Top Farm and Flowers. If you looked that up, you'd be able to see the different events and the dates that she has them.
Exciting
awesome.
stuff.
So, she does a lot of stuff, man. She's always got her.
She's always got something going on. When she announces those pop-ups and things, of course, all of my family, my wife, my daughters, texting each other on our family chat. Hey, we're having did you see the shit having a pop up? Then of course that's where they go.
Well, what's really neat is
cool.
it's all local vendors, and it's people that are just starting out usually.
Yeah.
And they're trying to get their footing and learn how to do a show. Sometimes they'll come to us and go and do that show with Emily, and then it's getting them ready for maybe it's the fair or going out to Extravaganza. Some of them will go out to, to the.
It's kind of like a learning grounds for them.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep, so it works out good.
So guys, hopefully you enjoyed today's coffee talk, and if you're out there, you're thinking about, hey, should I go set up Extravaganza, buy, sell, trade, whatever, just do it. Why not?
Yeah.
Take a little
Try
bit of a
it.
risk, have some fun with it. What's the worst case that can happen is that you get rained out and pack it up and go home. We've done that before.
Oh yeah, we got wet.
All that just having experience.
It's an experience. You're going to make a memory no matter what. You're going to make a memory.
You know what? I will say this: some of the funnest times, best experiences, greatest times we've ever had doing antiques and doing the things is totally unplanned. Just something that has happened off the wall. It's like, oh, here we go.
Almost every day.
Which is every day, yeah. But I mean, it's some really cool stuff that happens.
He's describing our everyday life right now. Unplanned. That's hilarious.
Last week we went to Monday, wasn't it? We wasn't sure what we were doing. Next thing you know, we were in Columbus.
Yeah.
And then again the following day, and
the following day, yeah.
Wow. Well, guys, hopefully you enjoyed it. Don't forget, be a light out there, man. Go tell somebody you love them. Have some fun with the business, and watch out for the other antique vendors. If somebody needs a little hand carrying something, unloading something, don't be afraid to help them. We've always done that.
I like that.
Right?
Be a light. We learned a lot of that about that this week.
Being a light.
Being a light.
It's been a week about that, hasn't
It has. It's kind of the theme of the week. It's like
Theme
be a
of the week,
light.
Be a light. So, in our industry, there's always lots of opportunity to be a light. So,
There is.
go do that. Have fun with it. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. Berner Brother Antiques on Whatnot. Don't forget, watch us. We're going to be on there a lot this week. Lots of fun stuff. And with that, like, subscribe, comment. Tell us your favorite memory about Springfield Extravaganza Week.
There you
Love
go.
to hear.
That's a
Love
good
to hear it,
Or
right?
Best Buy, maybe something
Best Buy,
cool.
yeah. That'd be a cool thing. Well, that's even a better question. What's your best thing or favorite memory shopping Springfield Extravaganza Week, the item you bought? What was it?
one of my favorites is Allison. Was that been 2 years ago now?
Yeah.
Dad, I gotta tie something down.
Yeah.
I don't have time,
Oh, how do I tie this down on the truck? Help me. I was like, all right, I'll be there. Then I get there, and they were gone. I was like, where'd you go? Well, we think we got it. I said, oh boy. So I drove down the interstate the way they went home, hoping not to see it laying on the road. But somehow they being a light, someone was helping them.
There you
They've
go.
seen them struggling with it, and someone helped them and said, hey, this is how you need to tie this up. And
Yeah, that's good.
and they got it home.
That's
It's good.
All right, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Appreciate you watching.